We kind of saw a little bit of that hint of this might be happening, and so the studio portion that I'm part of, we're also part of the greater IT department on campus, just like Chris is, and so we started getting different response groups activated so that we could start tasking different people to handle different parts of it. We were sure that we were going to have problems with, we have a very traditional faculty base that was not ready to be going online at all. We had over 3,000 professors, and nearly 1,000 of those had not even turned on the LMS tool, the learning management tool for classes. So not only did they weren't familiar with it, but they literally had never touched it. And so we had a team of 30 just that I was also a part of, because I have a background in academic technologies with the group that supports that directly. And so I played a dual role between supporting direct calls with faculty of how do I turn Zoom on, how do I get my course into, the video tool turned on in my course, to we also took all of our studios and flipped them as quickly as we could to be automatic recording studios. So making it to where Panopto is our tool to do classroom recordings. We made it to where they could walk in, a operator could start the record for them, do the labeling, have it automatically go into the system and automatically dump into the LMS system for them. So it was as automated as possible. And we only had 15 classrooms and our 3 studios that were functional for that, for some of these professors, because we have a lot of, of course, biology and math and chemistry that have a lot of equations that still needed to be able to do heavy diagramming. And so they would come in and use lightboards in our studio to be able to do a lightboard presentation, diagram everything out, do the conversation, and then walk away. And 5 minutes later, it's automatically, into their class for them. So it was a lot of real quick trying to automate as much as possible, because there's no way you can handle that many professors with manual touches. And a lot of education, a lot of documents were produced as quickly as possible. There is just teams of people that were just writing docs on how to get things done, and how do you use Zoom? How do you most securely use Zoom after the Zoom bombing issues that were popping up? And what's best practices? And so just the amount of docs that were produced was phenomenal by itself.
We're kind of in the epitome right now of reactive versus proactive in the university setting, where, we were kind of just, we were on like a life raft trying to get through the spring semester, and now we have time to kind of think about the fall semester. So I think a big part of our role going forward is going to be kind of reconceptualizing, the courses and how we use video in them, and knowing our streaming tools so well that we can kind of provide creative solutions for faculty, as well as, events and remote recordings and podcasts that normally happen in person, things like that.